Welcome to 4DMs and a Noob. I am your noob, Joshua, and you may be asking yourself, what is 4DMs and a Noob? It is a podcast, a D&D podcast with four experienced D&D players who are experienced DMs as well. I use the term experience loosely. And then I am the noob of the group. I have never played D&D, very new to it. I do know what D&D is, but have never played in any campaigns before. So with that being said, what is our story? Our story takes place in the land of Eldoria. Amidst the chaos of the Great War, the gods had called for the closing of several portals, which drained Asmodeus of his strength. Although most of these portals were successfully sealed, one remained dormant, its purpose unresolved. In recent decades, this long-forgotten portal has reawakened, giving birth to the sprawling city of Eldoria. Nestled harmoniously amid rolling hills and verdant forests, Eldoria has evolved into a vibrant metropolis, serving as a testament to the coexistence of diverse races, enchanting wonders, and extraordinary creatures. Yet, beneath the surface of this thriving diversity, turmoil simmers, and conflicting opinions brew, transforming Eldoria into a boiling pot of simmering tensions rather than a harmonious melting pot. The portal in Eldoria has opened once more, and our characters are taken from their realms. Explore and learn alongside them as they navigate this parallel world. We welcome your assistance, as we will probably need all the help we can get. So who are these characters? I turn it over to our first DM, starting with episode 1, Chase. So Chase, go ahead and take it away.
So my name is Chase Esmiel. I will be your first DM in this journey and story in Eldoria. Not only am I going to be your first DM, I'm going to introduce a few of the main parts to the story. But before we get into that, let me talk to you about my character. My character is Basil of the Rue. He is a Haragon. His class and who he is will be revealed as we go through this story. But that is the main gist that you'll get from my character. Mine, as I mentioned, my name is Chase Esmiel. I've been playing D&D for maybe about 7-8 years now, and amongst those 7-8 years, I've been the full-time DM in all the parties that I've campaigned, because as we all know, when it comes to D&D, nobody wants to DM, everybody wants to play. So I took the bullet in, 4 or 5 campaigns that I have with some of the guys here already. With that being said, loosely the term experienced, Josh was saying that primarily about me. I'm not the best wordsmith, as you'll hear. There will be a lot of vernacular slips as I go throughout this campaign. But with my experience playing D&D, really I've just enjoyed playing all the different stories. One thing that's really cool about this story is it parallels another campaign that I have going with a few of, all the other DMs. We have that parallel to this happening at the exact same time, 200 years after our original campaign, our first epic campaign that got our first characters to level 20. This all piggybacks on the experiences and the stories that I've had as a DM. So I think it's really cool and special for me leading and starting this story of Eldoria. But we will go from me to our second DM, and he will take it from here.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is Dan Weber, and my character for this is going to be Anne Gwendolyn Repar with 5 L's, but you can call him Gwen. Gwen is a drow, and for those of you who have not played D&D before, or just aren't familiar in fantasy world in general, a drow is a dark elf from the underworld. They are generally close to 100% evil, with a couple more famous exceptions to the rule, like your Drizzt Stowardens. Gwyn was not an exception to the rule. He is 732 years old, and until this start of this campaign, he spent his life being a serial killer and cannibal. But now he's a nice guy, and he's trying to turn his life around. So he's going to be our party's cleric. I'm excited for how this is going to go. I'm trying to play Gwyn as a pacifist character, which I've never done before. I've been playing D&D for like 20, 25 years, something like that, off and on. Took about 15 years off where, life happened between being a child able to play D&D and being an adult with enough free time to play D&D. But the past few years I've been doing it pretty much nonstop, and it's a blast to be able to DM a little bit, but not have to do all of the planning. I get to do a fourth of the planning and get to experience actually playing and DMing at the same time, it's a lot of fun. And I've seen Ryan and Chase DM before, and I've played under both of their campaigns, and both of them have very different ways of DMing, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm really excited to see how Zach's gonna DM, and I'm really excited to see how a common world is gonna come together, because I've never played like this before. So next up, I'm gonna introduce our third dungeon master that's gonna play in order, and that is Mr. Ryan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan. I am the third dungeon master. I've been playing D&D for almost 10 years now. Got started from watching Critical Role, like a lot of people did with the new 5th edition. But besides that, I'll be playing Solon. He's a tiefling, a winged tiefling. And he's a cook, a chef. And he's a chef for mainly the humanoid variety of meals. Solon cooked for the demon race under the plane that fall under the domain of Lord Grasts. And so he kind of developed some skills there that are not welcomed by society that he is now currently in. So it's interesting to see how that is going to play out throughout this campaign. But he seems to have made some friends that might accommodate his peculiar tastes. But other than that, he's a sorcerer, and he is charismatic and just kind of just goes through life. He's a pretty chill guy. Besides that, unless you piss him off. Besides that, I'll welcome our fourth DM in the 4 DMs and a noob. Take it away, Zach.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zach Church. I will be the 4th DM in the group. I have been playing actively and fully since 2018. I was the choice for a friend group. They decided that, hey, you tell stories really well. You can be the DM. So that was the first time I started actually DMing. I've been playing off and on since 2014. Different types of tabletop, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Vampire the Masquerade, a couple of different other ones. But this is an exciting chance for me to get together with other DMs and learn and expand on the craft, so to speak. In addition to DMing, I will be playing Normligor, a plasmoid monk. From where he comes, he is actually part of a greater, for lack of a better term, organism. It is a larger, not quite hive mind that learns and absorbs the experience and knowledge from all of the other pieces once they all gather together again. This is the first time playing. I played monks before, but this is the first time I've played a non-humanoid species, as it were. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I'm also incredibly excited to be playing with a D&D noob once again. It's always fun, especially when we have the wealth of knowledge and the combined experience of all of the DMs here, to be able to help coach and teach anybody that's new to the experience. It's always fun to be able to get new people into this world, because it is anything you can make it. If you can read it out of a book, you can write it down, you can homebrew the entire experience, and we are all very much looking forward to this. I would like to introduce our noob to try to finish this off and round us off.
Yeah, so I'm the noob, Joshua Waslosik. And as they know already, I may be a noob to D&D, but my imagination is not lacking with my 8-page backstory for my character. So I know that I may be new to the experience, but it's going to be fun with I think what I can offer. Got into this because me and Chase work with the same, have the same job, if you will, and we just struck up a conversation one day, and I don't exactly know how it came up, but came to find out that he plays D&D, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted to play, and then he came to come to find out that I have experience with podcasting from some past jobs before the one I'm at now, and so hey, it's like, hey, I can be not only a new player, but I can also help you with recording, because it's something he had always wanted to do, and so here we are. My character is a wood elf named Janu. I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan in real life, and my character is not so loosely based on Link. In fact, I think I'll post my backstory as an additional episode sometime in the future, and when you read it, you'll see the inspiration from the Legend of Zelda in there for sure. And so with Johnny's backstory, he's coming from a whole nother universe, and he comes in with no memory, which I think really plays into my character as someone who has no knowledge of D&D whatsoever. So he's gaining his memory slowly through the story, and I'm learning about D&D through the story, and I think it really is going to tie together well. So with that being said, join us soon for episode 1. Looking forward to getting this story started, and we hope you are as well. So until then, we'll see you on the other side.